What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? I gotta remember that now that I'm using OBS and everything, I don't have to give like a 10-second lead-in like I did with my last software. I think my last software is so out of date that I don't know, it had like a glitch or something on the first like 10 seconds of the video. Either way, now that weird ramble's done, I am finally back at it. It is so nice to see you all again. I was hoping to be back yesterday, but I recorded this video and you could barely hear me. The file type wasn't right to work with Adobe, so I had to come back in and re-record it. It was a whole thing. But I think I've got that fixed, and hopefully my mic is loud enough that you can hear me. As always, if there's any, any settings changes or anything that you want to suggest, please hit me up in the comments. I am happy to do that. If you're over on BitChute and are going, AJ, man, it's been a long time since you've,
Sense the target 2 blocks ahead of you. It seems to be moving slowly downward. Don't let it get away.
Man, it's been a while since you recorded. Where have you been? Technical issues. I've been talking a lot about it on the YouTube channel through the community tab. I had some PC issues. I've got a brand new PC that I'm running this on, so I can actually use my new capture card. I can use OBS. I can use, even though I'm still trying to figure out OBS, that's something.
It seems like some kind of armory during the war.
But yeah, so I'm using a bunch of new shit that I've had sitting around for a while, but just been, I just needed a better computer to run it with. But, my old computers are having issues. My old capture card died. Everything kind of happened at once. Oh, my desk chair decided, yeah, I'm going to stop working. So now I've got an old desk chair that is okay, but it's not great. My back hurts a little bit, so I'm suffering for you all. But yeah, it was kind of one of those things, though. I also had finals and some other school shit. But kind of sitting here now after it's all over, I can sit and go, I think I needed that break. I kind of needed the time off. I think I'd been in a funk, as I would call it, but I think the proper term is I've just been really depressed over the last geez, I don't know how long. Well, the last couple of months. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed it. If you've noticed my upload schedule, how couldn't you? Has been just in tatters. And I think some of that's just probably depression and just not wanting to kind of sit in front of the camera. But I feel really good now.
Are you ready?
Ignore the fact that I'm starting this video way late in the afternoon because I overslept, but that's just because I forgot to take my anxiety meds yesterday, and I oversleep the next day to a ridiculous degree. That's just my fault for being dumb.
It looks like the Shadow is using the Tangus armor.
Dude, I love this boss. I love the concept of this boss fight.
Ready, everyone? Here it comes.
But this one kicked the shit out of me when I was a kid and playing this game. Maybe that was because I was dumb and just didn't prepare right. Or they made this boss fight way easier in this game. It's entirely possible.
I only see one enemy, but I'm sensing 2 of them. I've never seen a shadow like this before.
I'm not sure if these things are just getting easier.
What's next?
Or trying to think how to phrase this. If these things are getting, if they made the boss fights easier, or if I'm just better at playing Persona now.
Too slow.
And we took crit.
Eureka Senpai's dizzy. She
only one with... Guess she's the only one that we have with ice skills, or at least with that has the strongest magic. Phrase it that way. But yeah,
In this situation,
this whole fight, if you're noticing, I'm just running into resistances. In this stage, this boss is strong against everything. So using Yukari and Akihiko, I'm just gonna use physical attacks because I don't want to waste the SP for when the stage changes. You'll see what I mean when we get there.
You'll pay for that.
I'm reading your
What's the
vitals.
plan here?
You're doing great.
Essentially, I'm just trying to get to that next stage.
What to do?
So yeah, again, letting you into my own brain here for a second. My plan is
Shall I move to strike?
using Mitsuru and the main character's ice skills, because Mitsuru has Ice Break to do some damage. Everyone else is just kind of using physical attacks just to save up on SP for when we get the form change. I need to hit it with a Theurgy to make it change forms. Just in case I'm wrong. I shouldn't have done that. I should have used the physical, because now it goes back. He's resistant to everything right now.
Just now's the time.
Much obliged.
Go, we'll heal up everyone. Blizzard Edge.
No mercy! Child's play.
There we go. Yep, I had to hit it with a Theurgy. And this is what I meant by I love this thing's design. It's so
The turret
cool.
is Justice, and the larger one is Chariot. The smaller one seems to have less stamina. Now we can defeat them individually.
And I'll give him this, just the updated visuals really make this boss, I think, shine. Because again, I like the concept of how it's the turret and the actual tank itself, it's the chariot and Justice. I think that's neat. The Fortune Arcana is really cool too. I believe, if I remember correctly, you play kind of like on a roulette wheel. It's similar to, oh my god, to Makoto's sister's boss in Persona 5. Not the same, but I would kind of call it similar. Okay, so once you hit this form, if I remember, this one's weak to physical,
Here's what I found.
and this one's weak to magic. Well, not weak to, but you know.
The best bet would be. I've got this.
Yeah, and that one does not make me happy that it's just launching insta-kill. I'm gonna swap to Shisa. My reasoning for that is because he blocks light skills, and it's a super low chance that I'm gonna get hit by one of that thing's Mahamas, but I'd rather not take the chance.
My Theurgy. I think I can use it now. Close.
Think that's gonna hit me? I'll go with not that.
You know, also now that I'm sitting around, I've got some time to chat. I put this out on the community tab yesterday, so I think I'll say it here. I know, like 10 minutes into the video, but I'll say it here. If anybody's wondering, hey AJ, you're planning to play Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, or Hellblade? Wait, is it Senua's Sacrifice 2? Whatever the hell the next Hellblade game is. I can't remember what they did with the naming scheme. Am I planning to play it? Yes. Am I playing it now at launch? No. I am going to be playing it probably somewhere mid to end July. Or did I say July? I mean, probably June, early July at the latest. I've just got to push it back because I've got too much stuff on my plate, and this kind of impromptu break kind of threw my schedule off.
Maybe we could sever their link with a...
But yes, that is my plan. It is my plan to pick that game up because I'm actually really interested to see what it's going to do. Because I love the first Hellblade, so I'm really curious what Hellblade 2 is going to be. But it's just right now, it's a time, resources, all that kind of thing. Oh, I did notice the thing that kind of looks like little arms and legs on it. Oh, that's cute. Aw.
What's the plan here?
I'm sorry, I got distracted there. But yeah, if you're wondering why I'm not trying to like focus one of them, is because if you knock one of them down, the other will revive them. So you kind of gotta either try and knock them out at the same time, or it's either knock them out at the same time, or
I'll go with.
oh my god, brain, knock them out at the same time, or
Now's the time.
let them revive the other, because they I think revive less and less. I think in the original they revived to half all the time. It could be totally wrong, but it seems like in this one they revive less HP. Again, that or I'm just way stronger in this than I was when I played this game back way one.
What next? Help me!
Thank you.
You know, while I'm finishing this off, let me ask a question. You guys, has anyone been following the controversy with the new Assassin's Creed? I just can't believe that I can believe Ubisoft thought it was a good idea, but oh my god. Having the game focus on Yasuke, or have him be one of the two main characters, and look, real historical figure, as far as I can tell, is a real historical figure from everything that I've also heard from Metatron, the YouTuber, has a video talking about this, and I believe Yasuke in other videos. But he's got a video actually like talking about this, and he's really, the whole problem is the concept of is it a good idea to have him as a main character? I would argue no. He should be like Marx or any of the other historical figures we've met in Persona games, where he should have a side quest line connected to him or something, you know, where we can learn about the character, but his historical life is not key important to the main story of the game. The whole thing about Assassin's Creed is how they weave their story into wider history. I'm going to finish this little rant here. So I think that's a really bad idea. have an actual historical figure, even though I've actually kind of pitched this game in the past, kind of like to me and my friends. But I've suggested a game where you play as Robin Hood, like an AC game where they set and you play as Robin Hood. But even then, is it a good idea to set it to that pseudo historical figure? And Yasuke is more of a historical figure than Robin Hood, because we at least know that who Yasuke was, and that he was a person. Robin Hood could have been a few different people, and it's debatable that he really existed. That's its own issue as far as I understand. But with Yasuke, again, for one, this is not going to be an actual story of Yasuke. This is going to be a fantasized retelling of his story, because I think I saw some promotional material that said, oh, he's fighting back against Japan's oppressors. So I'm going, oh god. So it's going to be one of those stories. And look, I get it, it's Assassin's Creed, it's always something about freedom and oppression and whatnot, but it's just nowadays, that word has such gross context, and given the people who work at Ubisoft now, I really don't trust them. I mean, the fact they just like, ooh, the first, you're playing as a black samurai in feudal Japan, and I'm sitting here going, you guys knew this was going to cause a problem. You knew this was going to be a shitstorm, and you did it just to make people mad. And I'm like, I think that's another aspect of this that I think is just really stupid. Is like, you could have made him a character. I mean, there were black people in Japan. I mean, they mostly came with the Portuguese. I believe they were mostly sailors. But, sure. But, I mean, even calling him a samurai, as far as I understand, is very dubious. Because he, as far as I understand, wasn't really a samurai. He was mostly a retainer by Oda Nobunaga. And it sounds like because Nobunaga was a bit of an asshole, kind of kept him around because he thought he was a curiosity. Is like, because he hasn't seen black people. And it was, oh, look at this guy. I'm not saying he never fought. I'm not saying he wasn't a warrior, quote unquote. But to say he was a samurai, which, meant something in Japanese culture, I don't know. I'm very dubious about it. The whole thing, it just screams, we're doing this because if you complain, you're racist, and we're doing this. You could have just made it with Japanese people. Everyone would have been happy. It seems also oddly racist that you have to throw in other cultures to a game set in Japan, in a very insulated part of Japan's culture. Granted, Japan was opening up at the time, but still, you could have just had this play as Japanese people. I mean, all people wanted was ninjas, and instead you gave them politics, and now it's just bad Ubisoft. I'm more offended by the fact that I'm pretty sure the combat's going to be absolute dookie. I've been playing Valhalla just in my spare time, and combat's not bad when you fight somebody one-on-one. I still think it's just like a poor knockoff of Dark Souls, but that's its own issue. But I'm like, but when you start fighting multiple people, I'm like, the system is not great, and it doesn't feel fast. It feels clunky, and it, like, for a game that's about like Vikings and raiding the coasts and everything, I feel so slow when I'm fighting. I don't like it. It's just, ugh. God, I miss Assassin's Creed of old. I'm sorry, this rant went on way longer than I wanted. It was not as structured as I was trying to make it.
Looks like I'm getting even stronger.
Okay. Oh, no. Oh, that was not what I wanted to do. I wanted to, oh, well, it is what it is. I'll get rid of Spirit Drain. I was gonna take Electric Break. I was gonna get rid of Shock Boost, but I accidentally clicked too fast. It's my fault.
Yes, I'm here.
This is Mitsuru. We've neutralized the target.
Ah, good work. Come on back.
Actually, there's been a complication.
There's always a complication.
We ran into some interference during the mission. It seems they were Persona users.
And now we're stuck in a hole.
Yes, more than one. They appeared during the dark hour and seemed to know who we were.
Did they say anything that might give us a hint to who they are?
Now that you mention it... I believe they called themselves Strega.
Strega.
Strega?
I need to look it up. Is that a reference to something
All right. I'll see what I can
Greek
find
mythology was? Because again, that's
Thank
the whole
you.
theme of this game.
There's one other thing I have to report.
We're kind of stuck in a hole.
We unfortunately fell into Strega's trap, so we're locked inside the facility.
I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole.
threat has been
Diggy
eliminated, I'll
diggy
send someone over
hole.
as soon as I can.
Diggy diggy hole. Sorry. I listened to
sorry
that
for the
song
trouble.
recently and it's been
We'll
stuck
be
in my head.
waiting.
Other persona users.
God, I always forget, like, I forget the ending of this game. I can't remember if he turns out evil or not. Please no one spoil that. But I just, every time I get to, like, these points in the game, I'm like, I just do not trust him. Maybe it's the forehead. Maybe that's what makes me think he's evil. But something about him. Yeah, we succeeded in defeating the shadows this month. Few victims. I'm exhausted. And it's... Okay. I was curious. Is it always the same character? Yes, it is. I really like hanging out here. This is a cool looking fountain.
Listen,
Hey, we should organize an outdoor sketching session one of these days. Sounds like a hassle. Yeah, think we can do it? Well, realistically, I mean, why couldn't you? I mean, even if you're just on your school campus, I mean, your campus is really pretty. But it sounds like fun, doesn't it? Learned a little more about him today.
oops, sorry.
What should we do next? Should we go get something to eat? I was like, oh, I learned something about him today. Really, all we learned about him is that he wants to set up an outdoor sketching session.
Oh, welcome back.
Alright, my dudes. I think I'm going to call it here. I'm still testing everything out, so as I said at the beginning, if you have any suggestions for settings and whatnot, please hit me up in the comments. I am happy to listen, happy to hear what you guys think. Going forward, rubber should be hitting the road, and videos should be getting back to normal length. Like I said, this one was short because this is kind of my test run that's actually getting uploaded. So because I want to see what you guys think and everything. Plus, if I have to go back and redo this one, dear God, I just don't want to have to redo a full hour. I'd rather just redo 20 minutes. So thanks for watching, guys. Social media's in the description as always. Like, comment, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you all in the next one. But until then, I'm out.